My niece called me from a party at 1 a.m. crying, "I just saw my stalker here and now my drink tastes funny. Please help me." Her words started slurring. "I feel everything spinning. Then a thump, the sound of her body hitting the floor. The line went dead. I called her back, straight to voicemail. I grabbed my keys and ran to my car. I drove like a maniac, running every red I saw. My mind was racing the entire way. 9 minutes felt like 9 hours. When I pulled up, the music was blasting so loud I could hear it from the street. The front door was wide open with kids standing outside smoking like nothing was wrong. I pushed inside without a word. Inside, I saw teenagers dancing and laughing everywhere, but I couldn't see Angela. I started opening every door I saw. First door, 2 girls making out in secret. Second door, a guy tripping on mushrooms. Third door, empty. My heart pounded. Where was my Angela? Then I ran upstairs and found the first bathroom locked, but the lights were off inside. No answer came when I pounded on it. Something felt wrong. I kicked this door until the frame cracked and swung open. There she was, my Angela on the floor, her dress torn at the shoulder, unconscious and not moving. The window was wide open with a muddy shoe print on the sill. Someone had her here, and they escaped. I dropped to my knees beside her. "Angela, wake up. Please wake up." I checked her pulse, still breathing. I carried her to my car and drove straight to the hospital. Made me wait in the living room. Came out 45 minutes later with unreadable faces. "She's been drugged, but she'll be okay. She just needs to sleep it off." I dropped to my knees and thanked them. Angela woke up in the hospital a few hours later, confused and scared. I held her hand and told her she was safe. The next morning, her boyfriend Osmond showed up. "Oh my God, are you okay? I was so worried." He was stroking her hair, getting her water, holding her hand. Something was strange about that. He'd never been this attentive to her, not even when she had surgery last year. "Where were you?" I asked. "You were at that party with her." He looked startled. I know. I'm the worst boyfriend ever. I hate myself." Suddenly, Angela's voice cut through. "I saw my stalker's face last night." Me and Osmond paused, walked closer to her. Angela took a deep breath. He always wears a mask when I see him around town, but last night in the bathroom right before I blacked out, he took it off. I saw a scar, a big burn scar covering his whole left cheek. My blood turned to ice. My ears started ringing. My younger brother Lenny has that exact scar, grease fire when we were teenagers. I stood up and grabbed my keys. "I need to go." I drove to Lenny's apartment and pounded on his door. The moment he opened it, I pushed inside. Angela was attacked last night. She saw a burn scar on his left cheek. "Your scar. Are you her stalker?" He went pale. His eyes dropped to the floor. Then quietly, "Yes." I punched him so hard his head snapped back and he hit the floor. Blood started pouring from his nose. "You're my brother. She's our niece. She's all we have left of our sister." "Why?" He tried to crawl backwards. I grabbed him by the collar and hit him again. "Osmond paid me," he screamed. Blood sprang from his mouth. "Her boyfriend paid me $15,000 to follow her." I froze. "What?" He said if she lives in fear, she'll need him more. She won't leave. The stalking makes her dependent. I let go of his collar. He slumped against the wall, bleeding. I walked out without another word. I drove back to the hospital with my hands shaking. When I walked into Angela's room, Osmond was still there, still holding her hand, still playing the caring boyfriend. Angela looked up at me. "What's wrong? You look pale." I stared at Osmond. The blood was pounding in my ears. "I know everything." His face twitched, just slightly, but I saw it. "What do you know?" He responded, acting confused. "What are you talking about, man?" I stared right at him. "I know about Lenny." Osmond's face scrunched up, confused, innocent. "Your brother? Lenny? I don't understand." His tone was calm, sociopathic even. "He's Angela's stalker," I said, as if that was a revelation to him. Osmond's eyes went wide. "What? Are you serious?" "Oh my God." He turned to Angela. "Baby, that's insane. Your own uncle is stalking you?" Angela's jaw hit the floor. "Oh my God, the scar that I saw. That's Lenny's." She was hyperventilating. "Why would Lenny do that?" "Because Osmond paid Lenny to stalk you." My voice cut through. "15,000, just so you'd be scared and depend on him and never leave." Osmond jumped up from his chair. "That's insane. I would never." He reached for Angela's hand, but she pulled it away from him. She was staring at the wall, putting it together. "Is that true?" she asked Osmond. I stayed between them. "Did you pay Lenny to stalk me?" Osmond tried to step to her. "Baby, please, let me explain." "Get out," Angela snapped. "Baby, just listen." "Get out." Angela was shaking, pressing her emergency button. A nurse came running through the door, security behind her. Osmond kept talking as they grabbed his arms. "I love you. Everything I did was because I love you." They dragged him toward the door.